Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today, watching the Big Man Theory. This is the 19th episode of the 7th season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. So, last episode, it was a whodunit party. You know, the gang was sat down, they was chilling, they was having food while Sheldon was away with Howard. You know, we did get a continuation from going to NASA and going to see Sheldon's mum, which was really good. You know, we don't usually get them, so I was happy with that. But obviously, in their absence, the gang get together. They're all talking, and you know, Stuart's come over as well. Now he's ended up fainting, falling on the floor. Everyone's like, "What's going on? What's going on?" Raj, who done it? You know, music in the background. He's got his cards out. He wants to play a game. So very interesting. You know, I said that he'd be a great friend. I'd love to be around him and play and take part in all of his activities. They wasn't all really motivated. They all seemed kind of bored and like annoyed that he was doing it. But then it ended up going into like an interesting moment where, you know, the roles that Leonard and Penny got given was basically two couples. One was very successful. She moved away and she went and done her acting career, and he obviously elevated in his science industry, and he went into another direction and basically drifted apart because obviously their industries took them to two different areas. And they started talking about obviously life. If, you know, if she got successful, what would he do? And he was saying that really would I move away if I got tenure? And there was back and forth, and you know, it seemed like it was going to be a downer episode for them. But then Stuart said something really nice and was basically saying that they're the best couple that he actually knows. You know, they've been through a lot of stuff because they have, let's be honest, they've been on and off and through a lot of it. And he also was explaining about, you know, how one person improves the other. And, you know, it's just a nice sentiment. And she obviously said, "Oh, that's really nice, Stuart. You know, now I feel really bad that I killed you." Cat out the bag, you know what I mean? She actually revealed that she was supposed to be the murderer. So, and that was interesting. It was funny. It was a nice sentiment. It was good. And, you know, it was a good bonding session, to be honest, as well. And it was just, yeah, you know, I feel like the last few episodes have been really, really interesting. And they've all been enjoyable and good vibes. And hopefully that continues towards, you know, the final stretch of the season. So thanks for checking out today's episode. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash like. Really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Boy, do I have to urinate.
If only there were a solution to that.
Guys, I'm trying to decide between getting an Xbox One or a PS4.
Forgive me for asking a stupid question, but why are you being stupid?
I'm employing the work of Dutch researcher Miriam Took, who found that people with full bladders make better decisions.
Well, how'd the audition go?
I killed it. I was even able to cry real tears right on the spot.
Oh, that's great.
I know.
That's
Next
really
time I get
good.
pulled over for a speeding ticket. Here come the waterworks.
Here come the waterworks!
Aren't you gonna ask?
What is this, my first day?
Can I get your opinion on something that happened at work today? Well, there's this lady in our office who's retiring, and they were passing around one of those big cards for us to sign. But no one told me she was in a horrible car accident over the weekend. And what I was signing was not a retirement card, but was actually a get well card. The woman who's clinging to life are the words, "Hey, Vivian, you deserve this." And at least with you gone, no one will steal my yogurt out of the fridge. Yes, good luck wherever you wind up. Am I a terrible person?
No, it was a mistake. News?
No, I didn't get it.
Get offered something soon.
I kind of did. Part in that awful horror movie I passed on came back around.
Maybe you'll get hit by a car and die. LOL, right?
Right, to be fair, going back to the Bernadette situation, if it was honest mistake and you thought it was a leaving card, not a get well card, then, you know, why would you even, do you know what I mean? Like, why would you even think of anything else? I would not second guess or be upset that I wrote because it was not what I thought I was writing. And also, I feel like the first segment is "you deserve this." If it was just left like that, bit deep. But then as it progressed forward, I feel like it can apply for both situations. If you was friendly in the workplace, you'd... My personality, this you could totally disagree actually, but I would take it as a bit of banter, to be honest, as well. So if I was in work and I got run over and I was in hospital and I got a card from work saying, "You deserve this, now I can finally eat my yogurt in peace, LOL." You know what I mean? Like, I would know, or I would think that, oh, they're just having a good old joke, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't think, yo, they thought that, really wanted me to get hit by that. Does that make sense? That's what I'm trying to portray anyway. Depending on the personality of the reciprocant, you would take it lightly anyway in both I would anyway, in both situations. Oh, it's the same one.
Hey, Emily, right? Your friend emailed me because you were afraid to, then you tracked me down and acted like a lunatic?
Yes, Rajesh Kutrapali. You were like the coolest person ever found online, and I got really nervous, and I just blew it.
And if it makes you feel any better, you're not the weirdest guy I've met off the internet.
Give me a chance. You don't even know me.
Here's your chance.
Thank you.
First there was PlayStation, aka PS1. Then there's PS2, PS3, and now PS4. You'd think after Xbox, there'd be Xbox 2. But no. Next came Xbox 360. And
Why
now,
did they
after
call it that?
360, comes Xbox One. With the Xbox One, I can control my entire entertainment system using voice commands. Up until now, I've had to use Leonard. Now, the PS4 is more angular and sleek looking.
No way.
And furthermore, the Xbox One now comes with a Kinect included.
Included?
Yes. Not sold separately. Although the PS4 uses cool new GDDR5 RAM, while the Xbox One is still using the conventional DDR3 memory.
It's a nightmare. How will you ever make a
You
decision?
see, I don't know. What should I do?
Please pass the butter.
It's not me, right? This script is terrible.
I had higher hopes for a movie called Serial Apist 2 Monkey See, Monkey Kill.
Sometimes I feel like I can control the killer gorilla instinct inside of me, but then I see these bananas and I just want to eat them and then kill people.
At least pay well?
Less than I was making at the Cheesecake Factory. Page 58, I oil wrestle an orangutan in a bikini.
So it's a family film.
The thing is, right, I'm actually with Leonard there. You know, she's got no other opportunities right now. Why don't you actually take it, get some money, have some fun? At the end of the day, let's be honest, work, you want it to be enjoyable. I would much rather, right, here's the thing, would you rather be on $50,000 and have a job that you absolutely hate, or would you rather be on $35,000 and have a job that you actually really enjoy doing? To me, it's absolute no-brainer. I'd rather do a job that I'd like doing for less money. Just, you know what I mean? So, like, at the end of the day, she wants to be an actress. Here's an opportunity. It's another thing to be put on her, you know, on a CV. Another film done and dusted. She could be a recurring star, you know what I mean? She's been in the sequel, you know what I mean? Don't know how. There's loads. What are these? Sharknadoes or something? This shocking. But, like, there's like 4 of them. Bet the actors in there not bothered. Getting paid, having fun, chilling with mates. It's the way forward. And also, like I said, you never know where things are going to lead you. Look at the people who went into the first season of Game of Thrones. Now, that was good anyway, so I'm not saying it was ever going to be bad. But what I mean is, for someone like Emilia Clarke, she went in there and she was naked all in season 1, you know? Because that's the big role like she got. And it was like, small sacrifice, small-term pain, long-term gain. Show got big, never seen it naked again. Do you know what I mean? She made it. And that's the thing. Sometimes you think a script's doing this or that and you don't really like it, just look where you are and look, could it potentially lead you somewhere better? And if it does, just sometimes you just got to take it.
Good night.
It's date night. Aren't you, forgetting something?
It's always mad seeing these two.
Did I mention the PS4 controllers light up? Well, they do.
Coffee, we went for a walk, and she told me she always thought people from India were exotic and mysterious. So, with my mouth, I said, we're just like anybody else. But with my eyes, I said, straight up, red, hop on my flying carpet.
So, you gonna see her again?
Yeah, we have plans this weekend. And if it's a clear night, I'm gonna lay some romantic astronomy on her. 2 of the brightest stars in the night sky are Altair and Vega. And it is said they were deeply in love, but forever separated by the celestial river of the Milky Way. On the 7th day of the 7th month, Vega cries so hard that all the magpies in the world fly up and create a bridge with their wings, so the 2 lovers can be together for a single night.
Okay, that's enough.
PS4 or Xbox One? Raj?
Xbox One.
Penny?
Huh?
Leonard?
PS4.
Wallowitz?
Both great.
Bernadette?
I like the Wii.
Thanks, Grandma.
Got an email from my ex-girlfriend Lucy. She misses me and wants to get together.
2 women at the same time? Nice job, playa. 2 women thing or the playa? Who's the playa?
0 women, that's my sweet spot. But what if one of them asked me what I was up to the night before and I was with the other one? Then do I lie?
Yes. Were you seeing other men?
No.
Aren't you gonna ask me?
Come on, really? Well, I'm having an impossible time getting my career off the ground, and I got offered a role in this crappy horror movie, and I just don't know if I should take it.
Certainly taken some jobs that I've been embarrassed by.
I wouldn't exactly call Star Trek embarrassing.
I wasn't. You want to take projects that you're excited about, but sometimes you also have to pay the bill. So I was in Stand By Me when I was a kid, and it was a huge success. The terrible movies I did came after that. You can imagine how that feels. To this day, I hate going on auditions. He was such a cute kid. What happened to him? Honestly, I get so depressed there are entire weeks that I can't even get out of bed.
Okay, this was helpful.
Mate, I'm not gonna lie, right? I don't know Will Wheaton. Is that his name in real life, or is it just him in the show? But I've got to say, this guy seems like he'd be a decent guy in real life. Like, honestly, because I know that he's hypothetically talking, but he's factually correct. Like, he's not just some bullshit character that's not actually been in the Star Trek. Like, he actually is. Like, it's factual. Like, and I feel like what he sat down and he's speaking is literally a projection of how his life has gone. But do you know what I mean? But, like, I like people that can sit there and kind of reflect and say the good and the bad about themselves and say good and bad decisions that they've done. And like, I don't know. I can't really explain how I feel like. I feel like he would be a really nice guy in real life if you met him. And the only reason why is, the fact is he's willing to sit down there, for example, on the show, publicly, where millions of people would watch and say, mate, I was on Star Trek, it was great, and I was on this movie that was great, but then, like, the next 5 that I've done was terrible, mate. Absolutely hated it. And, like, it's deep as well. Like, when he's saying he's going to auditions and people look at him and say, yo, he was a child star, and look at him now. Like, what's happened to him? Mate, that's deep, because I bet that happens. You know what I mean? And, like, the fact that he's okay with that, and he's okay with kind of expressing that on the show, I don't know. I like it. I actually like him. I feel like people that acknowledge good and bad in themselves. I've done that movie, it was great. I've done that one, it was shocking, mate, honestly. And I go to auditions and I get told I'm shit sometimes, and I go to other ones, I get told I'm amazing. Mate, those people I actually really enjoy, so, like, fair play to him for doing that.
Any news on your coworker who's in the hospital?
Poor thing, she was in surgery for 18 hours. She's alive, but she's still in critical condition. But the good news is they put her in a medically induced coma before she read the card. So, you know, silver linings.
That was Will. He's feeling a lot better. Apparently, he's 12 down in the TV Guide crossword puzzle.
Spent so many years living in fear, saying no to new experiences, but from now on, I'm gonna say yes.
You know, I'm proud of me too. I've done all my research, I conducted an informal poll, and I've arrived at the rock-solid certainty I've made the right choice. You know, I had the same feeling when I made my dad buy a Betamax instead of a VHS.
How old were you then?
Old enough to know better.
Well, what are you doing? No, pick that back up. You know it's good. You did the research.
But what if I'm wrong?
How about I buy it for you? How about I buy you both this?
One for mine, one for yours.
That if you flip a coin, it will tell you how you actually feel.
Interesting.
So heads, it's PS4. Tails, it's Xbox One. What is it?
A quarter.
Could have given it back to me. That was a choice.
The thing is, right, I'm speaking from experience. There is no difference. Honestly, there is no difference. And I mean that from the heart. There is no difference. I've got both of them. I pretty much had all of them. Do you like holding one pad over the other? Would you rather the analog sticks to the side or on a diagonal like that? That's it. It's exactly the same.
You look really pretty tonight.
Thanks. I love that jacket.
I'm sorry, I can't do this. My ex-girlfriend emailed me and I'm seeing her Saturday, and I'm glad you like it. It's from J. Crew.
Usually on first dates, I talk about music and stuff. But I was promised weird, so let's do this.
We only went on 4 dates, hugged twice, kissed once, and there was a handshake loaded with sexual innuendo.
So a girl you never slept with sent you an email, and you felt so guilty about it that you had to tell me? It's kind of adorable.
Are you sure? Because this is the part of the night where I've said something stupid and the girl usually leaves.
I'm still here.
Because I'm dating 2 women is basically the only cool thing I can say about myself.
Who can afford to pay for 2 dates consistently?
On the one hand, the Xbox One has a better camera.
I'm sorry, guys, but the store closed 5 minutes ago.
Let's get you some food. You'll feel better after you eat. What do you want? Like Thai food, a burger?
I don't know! Hey, look, a quarter!
Wait,
Not like regret at all.
Penny?
Who is it?
We're working together.
No way. There you go. See what I mean? So like, she'd be going to work there and having fun with somebody that she knows. It's what we were saying before. Do you know what I mean? Like, even if it's a bad movie, it could be good vibes. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you and your mates can go out and do something that's so crap it becomes so good because it's association with people around you. And you know, mate, wouldn't it be so good, right, if we actually got a small snippet of it? Do you remember when she did a commercial and we seen him sat down and he was watching it and she was riding the horse? Something like that. Give us like a 1-2 minute kind of snippet preview trailer or something. A trailer would be perfect because you don't have to show much, but you could just show little clips of it and see everybody react. And that's pretty cool that Will's doing it, to be honest. I actually like that. And like I said, for someone like him to be so open and free and okay with how his life is and how it's going, and I used to be a crazy big massive star and now I'm just a celebrity or whatever, so and even call him a minor celebrity as well. That's probably true now. That's just the way life goes, you know what I mean? But like, to not be sad and depressed about it, you got to say big up to him. I say it all the time, but like, this is why child stars actually have struggle, because Amanda Bynes is a prime one, you know. Look how big she was and got to a certain age, and then obviously it started going down. You know, you could be at the top of Mount Everest and you can't go anywhere higher. You're there, you're at the top. It's always downhill from there. It's how you mentally deal with that yourself. Do you look at every new job opportunity as it's beneath you, it's depressing and you're failing? Or do you just look at it as in, it's the next job? You know, I was lucky to have a great one. Because people like Daniel Radcliffe and, you know, Emma Watson, Rupert Grint, they could do the same. They'll never get better than Harry Potter. They'll never. Nothing's long lasting, nothing so impactful. But at the end of the day, they've all been successful they're all different adventures in their own little packages, you know what I mean? And you could look at, well, it wasn't as good as that one, or you could look at it as, I'm enjoying the stuff that I'm doing now, and that's what Penny needs to do. If you enjoy the film, if it's shit, it's shit. Do you know what I mean? Does it matter as long as you had good time doing it and you got money for it as well? End of the day, that's why you're in it. You're in it to do something that you love and to get paid. What more can you ask for? You know what I mean? So hopefully the film's good and I'd like to see a snippet of it. So that's going to wrap up today's episode. We also seen Sheldon a minute ago struggling to pick the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One. Now, I said they're both the same. I'll die on the sword that they're both the same. Nah, but at the end of the day, you know, it's different interfaces. It's like I prefer the iPhone over an Android in the same way, obviously, Android users prefer the thingy. People like nostalgia as well. You know, if you had a PlayStation 1 all the way to 4, then you're going to get the 5, aren't you? In the same way with an Xbox. But like, now, in this generation, cross-platform, people with an Xbox can play games with people on the PlayStation. So at the end of the day, it's which one do you like the look of? It has no other impact meaning than that. I mean, some have exclusives, you know, The Last of Us for the PlayStation, Halo for the Xbox, you know what I mean? Like, that could be the draw as well. Personally, I like the pad of the Xbox better than the PlayStation, but, you know, I've alternated between consoles as well, depending on friends. Friends got one, friends got another. I'd rather that one because I'd rather play with them than have this one and not be playing with them. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I had the Xbox Connect or Xbox One when it came out. I never even used the Connect. I remember that you could actually like move it and stuff like that and turn it on and off and talk to it. And then I got the PlayStation White after that come out. So I don't know. It is tough decisions and I get where he's coming from. But like at the end of the day, my preference is whomever's got the most of it in a friendship circle. If I've got 10 friends that have bought one and I like the other, I'm just going to buy that one because I'd rather be associated with gaming with friends than on my own. So that's how I pick choices in terms of picking things like that, you know. But I'd be interested to see which one he actually settles on because obviously he spent all episode trying to make a decision and he didn't actually make one. Another interesting thing, obviously, we've seen RAJ get a second chance on a date. Now, the first time when she was speaking to him there, she was like, yeah, you're that guy that come and track me down. I don't know if he tracked specifically her down or Amy, you know, because finding her and a location and going after her is creepy, but knowing that somebody's there where your friend is a bit different. And obviously, it didn't work the first time, but he's had the second bite of the cherry and it's worked out. And to be honest, he shouldn't have really told her that he was seeing two people because he's not actually even seen her yet. But like, it also kind of shows that Raj is a nice, trustworthy person that you could potentially be in a relationship with because he's not going to keep secrets away from you. If it's something so minor, so small, this early into the relationship and he can't keep it a secret, then that's kind of like a green flag in my personal opinion, because then you know that you're going to be in a healthy, open relationship moving forward if you did end up being together. So I'm excited, you know. Big up Raj for getting a second chance, and hopefully it goes well. And I'd like to see more. Like I said, was it last episode outro or the one before? I can't remember now. A consistent girlfriend throughout a whole season, not 1 or 2 episodes dipping in, just having one. She could be in 5 episodes of the season, just come in every 3rd episode. You know what I mean? Like that. It worked totally fine, and it'd be good to see him obviously have a bit of consistency with his love life instead of being up and down, up and down, up and down. So I'm excited for it. Thanks for checking out today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.